this nigun, wordless melody. It does have some words, but maybe we'll do them a little bit later. For now, it's just yellow lie. Try it with me. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, lie, lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. Ya 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 lie, 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 lie. Ya lie, 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 lie. We're going to continue. Page 142 in the Siddur. Hopefully everyone has one. There's more right on that shelf, bookshelf. 142 with Shalom Alechem, welcoming in the Sabbath angels. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Hasharetz, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Bochem, Bochem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruchuni leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzeitzchem, Tzeitzchem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom. So as you can see, it's just me up here tonight. Rabbi Dan is celebrating his son Levi's high school graduation this weekend. So he is off for tonight, but he will be here tomorrow. Don't worry. But for tonight, we are here to celebrate Shabbat. And of course, many of us are here for Raquel Esrock's bat mitzvah. Woo! Yes, very exciting, very exciting. Tonight's just going to be like a little teaser, like a warm-up for the big show tomorrow. So with that, I would like to invite up Joe, Gary, Brad, and Galileo to help us light the Shabbat candles. Okay.
What do I read?
Okay, we got these two paragraphs to read.
Okay, you want to do two and two?
However you want to do it.
You guys go first. Read that paragraph.
We must read this.
Just say the first.
Okay, you ready?
Need your glasses.
These Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them. So may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us.
You ready, Gally?
As their brightness
Reminds us
of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to take the middle candle and use it to light the other two. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you so much. Have a seat. Thank you. So we're going to turn to the first part of our service tonight, Kabbalat Shabbat, which is welcoming in Shabbat with words of Psalms. And as an introduction, you're going to hear a lot from me tonight. I will also be giving the sermon. But I've been thinking a lot about the Torah that we can learn from the people around us, the people in our community, in addition to, of course, the words of our sages, the rabbis, the literal words of Torah, which we will talk about, but there's also the Torah that is being lived and experienced every day in our own lives, in the lives of those around us. So as we go through our service tonight, I invite you to think about what do you learn from your own experiences and from the people you surround yourself with, your loved ones. Who are people who inspire you, perhaps? With that, we're going to start with Lechuna Ranana, page 130, Psalm 95. If there are new melodies, I encourage you to try them out and sing along, yell aloud if you don't know the words. Anything's good. Nari stay standing because we're going to go straight to Chatzi Kaddish on page 263. And as we do, we are going to call up our bat mitzvah, Raquel, to come help us lead the next chunk of our service. Let's see if I got the page number right. 263. Yes.
I think you did.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yitkada veyitkada shemeraba, Yalma divra chirote ve'amlich malchute, Bechaye cholov yom echad, Uvchaye lecho bet Yisrael, Vagala, Vagala, Uvizman kari ve'imeru, Amen. Yehesh merava mevara, Le'ala u'le'amaya, Yitbarach ve'ishtabach ve'itfa'ar ve'troma ve'naseh ve'yitadar ve'yitaleh ve'yitalash me'dekutcha berichu le'ela min kol bechata ve'shirata tush vechata v'nechemata damiran me'alma ve'imeru. Amen. We'll continue with the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Now you may be seated. We'll read together Ma'ariv Aravim on page 265.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim b'chokhmah poteach sharim ubinah meshaneh itim umachalif et hazmanim sadir et hakochavim b'mishverotechem barakia kitzona Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Va'ir yom u'me'ivi layla, dail ben yom u'me'in layla. Adonai svot shemo. El chai v'chayam, tamidim l'chaleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ahavata Torah u'mitzvot Hukim u'mishpatim Otanu le'madeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu uvkumeinu nasiya bechukecha v'nishmat mivrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam le'olam va'ed ki hem Chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvahem negeh yomam v'layla ve'ahatcha al tir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael.
We'll cover our eyes for the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
268.
Ve'ata et Adonai Elohecha בכל לבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושינתם לבביך ודיברת בם בשביתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, ובטחתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Elohim emet. We'll continue page 270 with Mi Chamocha, prayer of redemption. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nehedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot oseh peleh, Nora tehilot oseh peleh, Malchutecha ראו בניך, בוקע הים לפני משה ומרים, זליינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, לעולם ועד. ונאמר, כי ברא אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו ביד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, ביני ובין בני ישראל, ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. Yam ba-da-da-da-da, Shabbat, Shabbat, yam ba-da-da-da-da, Shabbat, Shabbat, yam ba-da-da-da-da, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ים בדאי, שבת, שבת, ים בדאי, שבת, שבת, ים בדאי, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. As we continue with the Amidah, we'll rise as you are able, starting on page 273. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach, Adonai sfatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha ufi agid tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chetadim Tovim V'chonei hakol, v'socher ha'tzeyavot v'imahot, u'me'vi gula v'nivneihem, leman shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen, baruch atah Adonai, magin Avraham, dezat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei metim et harav le'oshia. Morid hatal, mechakel chaim bechesed, mechayei metim berachamim ramim, somech noflim verofeh cholim, umatzir asurim, umekayem emunato lishanei afar. Micha mocha bal gevuro, umido melach, melech memit umechaye, umatzia Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lechayot metim, baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hametim.
Page 276. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללו חסלה, ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Thank you, Raquel. You can also have a seat. So we continue with a few more of our Amidah prayers, starting with Ritzeh on page 279. Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu ve'amecha Yisrael u'tefilatam be'ava tekabel u'tehi leratzon tamid avodat Yisrael Yisrael lamecha el karov lechol korav penei el avadecha vechoneinu shevoch ruchacha aleinu ותחזינה עינינו בשובך לציון ברחמים ברוך אתה אדוני המחזיר שכינתו לציון, לציון. On the bottom of that page, 4 lines from the bottom, Ve'al Nisecha, a prayer of gratitude for all of the blessings in our lives. Ve'al Nisecha shebechol yom ערב הבוקר וצהריים מעולם קיווינו לך, מעולם קיווינו לך. הטוב כי לא חלו רחמך והמרחם, כי לא תמו חסדיך מעולם, קיווינו לך מעולם, קיווינו לך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם, שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום, כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם, שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם, שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם. We'll take a moment for your own silent prayer, silent reflections. Page 283. I always love this specific setting of this prayer. We don't often do it. We do it at the high holidays more often. It's called Elohai Nitzor, asking God to keep us from speaking evil, spreading gossip, and asking God to open our hearts to Torah, let our souls hasten to do mitzvot. And it's just a beautiful melody. It goes like this. Elohai netzor leshoni mera usvatai midaber mirma velinchal elai nafshi tidon venafshi ke'afar lakol. Elohai, Elohai. Welcome to try it with me if you're brave. Elohai netzor leshoni mera usvatai midaber mirma velinchal elai nafshi tidon venafshi ke'afar lakol. Elohai, Elohai. One more time. Elohai netzor leshoni mera ושפתיי מדבר מרמה ולנקל אליי נפשי תידום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה אלוהי אלוהי פתח ליבי פתח ליבי בתורתך, נצור לשוני מרע ושפתי מדבר מרמה, ולמקל אלי נפשי תדום, ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה אלוהי. אלוהי, אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתי מדבר מרמה, ולמקל אלי נפשי תדום, ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה אלוהי. אלוהי. It's a nice melody, right? We turn our thoughts now to prayers of healing for those in our community who are in need of healing, whether of body, mind, spirit. We are on page 371 for our Misha Berach prayer. But before we do, I'm going to share the names of those in our community who are in need of this prayer. And then I'll invite anyone here who wants to add a name to do so as well. We are praying for Clay Braziller, Albert Lanyado, Pnina Batsara, Jeff Moskovitz, Sharon Staley, Larry Staley, Ron Wask, Bruce Howitt, Kalman Oizer Oren, Joy Johnson, Eliana Roykberg, Joe Skodal, Hannah Bild, Morris Richter, Avia Ruth Batmendel Vishoshana, Nomi Kaplan, Lila Douglas, Ellen Barbary, Ruth McPhee, Annie Bross Rothenberg, Jan Schloss, Cadence Quibel, Pearl Feldman, Shoshana Batdina, Libby Gozer, Ron Stewart, Sandy Merwitzer, Raphael Ben-Sara, Chana Batmeir Avraham Vesherel, David Shlomo Gorney, Janet Gelb. And we'll add to those names anyone that you are thinking about. Feel free to say their names as I come around. We'll join together in the Misha Berach prayer, page 371. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Now's the part where I usually sit down. So before we talk about Torah a little bit, a few announcements. This Sunday, June 14th, we have the Sisterhood Tikkun Olam Gogos and Walissa Gogos joining for outdoor craft fair. The address is in the handout. Everyone is invited on Wednesday, June 17th, this coming Wednesday, to the Gift of Life organ donation. I know that is something Rabbi Dan has been talking about for a while. It's going to be very powerful and meaningful and an important program for our community. And then on Monday, this coming Monday, you can be here every night if you want. The temple's AGM will be held both in person and online at 7:15 p.m. We have a summer kickoff for BBYO for kids in grades 5 through 7 on Sunday, June 21st. And if you are over 60, you can join me for tea time gatherings at various locations around the city. We just get together like 5 or 6 people and have tea or coffee or whatever you want and chat in a small group, which is really fun. So I hope you'll sign up for that. Our Queer Torah Study group will be held next on Saturday, June 27th after morning services. Rabbi Feinstone is leading a presentation for Sholom Shishim as well called Let's Talk About Biblical Fan Fiction, the Hidden Meaning of the Midrash. It's going to be great. That's our Kibbutz and Cookies program, which is free for anyone over 60, Tuesday, June 30th at 1:30 p.m. here. And this is very, very exciting for our community. Rachel Goldberg Polin and John Polin will be here in conversation with Rabbi Dan. They're going to be talking about Rachel's new book, When We See You Again. That's going to be on Tuesday, August 25th, which seems like a while away, but tickets are going fast. So we hope you'll join us for that very, very, what I'm sure will be a moving evening. Finally, Temple Shalom School registration is open for next year. So if you have kids school age, please register them. Okay. I'm going to move to this one. This over here. All right. I just feel like I should be the center. Otherwise, it just feels off. Okay. What is failure? Failure is often something that we fear, something that gives us anxiety and causes sleepless nights, something that can derail our greatest efforts. And yet, failure is also part of life, something that everyone faces at one time or another. Vancouver-based explorer Kevin Vallely is someone who knows about failure. He came and spoke with our Shalom Shishim group this past Tuesday, some of you were there, describing his most recent expedition as a journey defined by setback, by failure. He and his partner, Ray, made a first attempt at their goal to ski across Ellesmere Island. Does anyone know where that is? Very high up north. Back in 2022, they made their first attempt. They had sponsors, all the gear, contacts, everything in place. But a few days into their historic journey, they ran into dangerous complications and had to completely abandon the expedition. That would have been the end of the road for many people. As Kevin explained to our group on Tuesday, When you fail often, you just assume that the outcome of failure is associated with your identity. You assume that since I couldn't do that, therefore, well, maybe I just can't do that. And if you tell yourself that enough, it actually becomes reality. How many times have we failed at something once, then never tried it again because you just can't do it? It's one thing, maybe you gave up on a pastime or a hobby, but what about a dream or a career or a lifelong goal? In this week's Torah portion, we see a moment of failure for the Israelites. They don't live up to God's expectations, and we see what happens when failure and fear wins. The people sent out scouts to explore the land of Canaan, God's promised land that our recently redeemed ancestors have been dreaming about, as we'll learn tomorrow from Raquel. The scouts returned with some unexpected bounty, huge grapes, unlike anything that the Israelites had seen before. That sounds pretty cool. But they also returned with a message that the promised land was filled with giants and that there was no way that their ragtag group of escaped slaves could fight them. All but 2 scouts, that is. Do you know their names? Caleb and Joshua. They believed that the Israelites could make the journey, and they tried to encourage the Israelites to trust in God and have faith. But according to our sages, this fear and doubt of most of the scouts in the Torah portion are to blame for the Israelites wandering the desert for 40 years before they could enter Canaan. It didn't actually take them 40 years to go from Egypt to Israel. They got there, and then they had to wait 40 years. The generation of former slaves had to pass away, and then the next generation would grow up and successfully make their way into the land, led by Joshua. So the Israelites' first expedition into the promised land failed. They encountered setbacks, and they let fear and panic overtake them. But that is not the end of our story. It may have taken another 40 years, but eventually our people did enter Canaan, and once they did, they would continue to fail, face setbacks, and rise up to meet these new challenges, even up until today. So back to Kevin and Ray. Their first failed attempt back in 2022 also was not the end of their story. They were determined to see this expedition through, even when everyone surrounding them said it was impossible. They took a step back, regrouped, and learned from their failure. They created a new route. They got new gear. And they were 2 weeks out of their next expedition when they faced yet another setback. Ray was diagnosed with cancer, very sadly. They thought that was it. But he said no. He was still determined to make this trek happen. So he went through treatment, got back into training, and the 2 of them were finally able to restart their expedition again in 2025. This is like their 3rd try now. And this time, they succeeded. Kevin and Ray traversed the remote frozen tundra of Ellesmere Island from north to south by ski. This past Tuesday, as Kevin showed us these breathtaking landscapes, up-close encounters with wolves, and also the day-to-day challenges of a month of skiing through frozen landscape, I couldn't help but think of what would have happened if they had stopped at their first failed attempt. They shared their journey over social media, and they had this whole educational component of it. They created a syllabus for classroom use based on this experience, and it was so inspiring just to see. In a reality where social media often adds to the pressure to perform perfectly, their journey through failure, which they also put on their social media, was a lesson in imperfection, determination, and overcoming our fears. So often, when we fail at something, it feels like the end of that chapter of our lives. But what if instead we saw it as just the beginning of a journey? If you stop a story in the middle, right, it becomes a completely different story. If we stop the story in the Torah, when the Scouts give up, we wouldn't be the Jews that we are today. If you stop anytime things go wrong, you would never get anywhere. We need to see failure as something that went wrong instead of something that says we are wrong. Because things always go wrong. Man plans and God laughs, right? But those setbacks can teach us important lessons, lessons that make us stronger and more adaptable. We grow the most through our failures. So when Kevin was facing setbacks, including when the negative 50-degree air was literally freezing his lungs, what kept him coming back? So he told us he pins it down to belief, knowing deep down that this was something he had to do. In a TED Talk in Vancouver, just about 13 years ago, someone in this room, Robin Esrock, the father of our bat mitzvah and a travel writer, you gave a TED Talk, and you said, when going out on your own journey, you have to believe that whatever decision you make is the best decision that you can possibly make, and wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. It was that same belief that made Caleb and Joshua encourage the Israelites to enter the land. They were the only two who trusted God's plan and had faith that this was the right path forward. Sometimes we can't know things for certain, but we have to listen to that still small voice within our deepest place of knowing to guide us. When things get dark and feel overwhelming, as they often do, we can take a step back and see ourselves as part of the arc of history, reaching out into an unknowable future. Today is only one small part of our wandering through the desert. And while it may seem rife with failure and setbacks and difficulties, we know through our tradition of storytelling, both modern and ancient, that we have the power to learn from our challenges and eventually succeed. Shabbat Shalom. We are going to continue in our service over here with Aleinu. Please rise. We're on page 586. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated. As we prepare for the mourner's Kaddish that we do at the end of every service, we think of those in our community who have passed away recently or at this time in past years. We'll read on the bottom of page 595. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. So it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. As I call out the names from those in our community, if I read out the name of someone you're remembering, please stand, and then I'll have an opportunity for anyone who wants to add names to our Kaddish list afterwards as well. We're in Shloshim for David Dacus, Sherry Lynn Fiedler, Jacob Kunin, Rosalind Lackman, Karen Leipzig, Constable Mark Pinizzotto, Harvey Shafran, Allison Wagman, and we are marking yahrzeit for Edith Barnett, Miriam Bookbinder, Elaine Cohen, Alan Cooper, Samuel Eskenazi, Sloim Fisher, Joshua Fitch, Beverly Fitch, Jeanette Foxman, Vivian French, Bert Gladstone, Abe Goldschlager, Annie Goran, Minnie Grafstein, Rosalind Groschler, Batya Carton, Catherine Kennedy, Norman Kingdon, Dr. Gerald Landau, Igor Leventhal, David Littner, Barbara Marks, Isaac Morris, Ida Ostry, Minnie Pellman, Isaac Jack Perrell, Harold Pollock, Samuel Evan Promislo, Abraham Rootman, Hester Rumberg, Doreen Rind, Jack Schwartz, Bernice Shaffrin, Henrik Schattenstein, Nathan Siegel, Moritz Vanderveen, Alina Wyden, Brian Wetstein, Miriam White, Gustav Zorev. If there's anyone you would like to add who is in Shiva, Shloshim, or marking a yahrzeit, please share their name. As a community, we rise in support of those who are in mourning, and we'll join together in the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, be'alma divra cherutei, be'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh ve'yithadar ve'yit'aleh ve'yithalal shemei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata ve'shirata tushbechata ve'nechemata da'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei teva ve'imru amen. We remember them for a blessing, and as we move to the conclusion of our service, I want to invite Raquel back up for Kiddush and Motzi. plethora of microphones.
There we go. Okay.
Yes.
The whole thing or just the short version?
The long one.
Okay. Vahir vahivo. No. Yep. I am. Vahir vahivoker yom hashishi. Vaychulu hashamayim b'haaretz. B'chol tzavam. V'chal Elohim bayom hashvi. Melachto asher asa. Vayishbot bayom hashvi. Mikol melachto asher asa. Vayivarech Elohim et yom hashvi. V'kadesh oto. Hivo Shabbat mikol melachto. Asher bara Elohim la'asot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei pri hagafim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron imase v'reshit. Ki hu yom techila lekraye kodesh. Zecher liziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'chata ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim. Ve'shabbat koshdecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim. All right. And now we're going to uncover the challah.
No, wait, are you guys singing this too?
And we'll join together in Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. You can take this. Okay, you switch me. I'll take this. You take this. Go share that with your family. Okay, we'll all get a little bit. Ose shalom bimromav, ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Shabbat shalom. Join us in the social hall for Oneg Shabbat, sponsored by the family. See you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for services. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. I love your speech.
Thank you.
Also, oh my gosh. We'll have a surprise for you in the sanctuary. Oh my God, you can't wait for me to see it.
Awesome. So where are you coming in from? Where are you coming? You live in Vancouver? Okay, very nice. Very exciting. Where are you coming from? New York?
tell Rabbi Dan that Michael Allen stopped by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there more you want me to say?
Oh, no,
Just
he
that?
will know. He
Okay.
will know.
Okay.
We've been discussing a few things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sure he's sorry he missed you.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'll give him a call next week.
Okay. Great.
Thank you very much.
That's amazing. Now you know what a different kind of juggling is, you know?
Totally.
Unbelievable. And you remain calm and cool and collected.